as far as I'm concerned, my job here is to represent the people that elected me, and I've made that position absolutely clear, and that is why I've tabled a motion alongside colleagues as well, which is to set the position that if it's adopted by the Assembly on Wednesday, becomes the policy of the Welsh Parliament, which is about the retention of full accident and emergency in the Royal Glamorgan. Now, I don't want to get to the debate into that because there's a lot of people who want to ask questions specifically here and entitled to answers. We will have other debates perhaps afterwards. I'll take just I'll take one more question, and then I'll ask for some comments there.
Good evening. Dr. Sharon Hopkins, CEO, Dr. Nick Lyons, Executive Medical Director, and the guy who's overseen the last 5 years, I believe, Professor Marcus Longley. First thing I want to say is we're hearing a lot of, I'm new in my post, it's not my fault, it all went before, let's look forward. It's a corporate body, the health board. You are just the current faces. The body, the UHB, under the chair, is responsible for everything that's happened the last 5 years, and you cannot say, I'm new, I'm just getting to grips with this. I'm sorry, that doesn't wash. The chair, Professor Marcus Longley, is responsible, and you shouldn't be sitting here if you don't get it. That's one thing I'd like to say to start. Right. You're both doctors. Very quickly, you're both doctors taking the Hippocratic Oath. Do no harm to patients. You are doctors. You're doing harm. Should you be struck off? That's the negative bit. Here's the positive bit, my question. There are four, this is about consultant recruitment. There are four bodies acting together who are responsible for consultant recruitment in Wales. I was amazed when I found this out. The National Assembly for Wales, Welsh Government, sets salaries and determines the consultant and doctors' contracts. NHS Wales and the local health boards are also responsible. They give the individual contracts of employment in the process. There is a third body, who nobody's heard of, called the Health Education and Improvement Wales, HEIW, who since last October 2018 have been marketing Wales health employment to the rest of the world, and they have a £200 million budget every year to make this happen. And in their annual report, they didn't say, we've got objectives to recruit 500 consultants. They said, we've been recruiting our staff to fill up our 200 million. So that's a third body. And the fourth body is the Welsh Deanery. Welsh Deanery. Have anybody ever heard of that? They are responsible for workforce planning. And they've been in existence since Adam was a boy. Right? So those four acting together should have pulled it together by now. So, my question, we do not have enough consultants. It's been said often enough now. So I'm asking you, how can we support you? This is a turnaround. This is my question. What can we, residents and patients, do, because we're all patients, to change things so that the Welsh Government immediately holds these recruiting bodies to account? Nobody's being held to account here. Those four, including you, how do we get the Welsh Government immediately to hold these recruiting bodies to account for their failure, and that they are specifically tasked immediately with recruiting sufficient consultants to fill all our A&E gaps?
There were a few questions in there. I'm trying to remember what they all were. Who wants to answer them, please?
Yeah, okay. So I'll try and